Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play, and it is now June 14th, 1942. Turn 52 as we continue our spring and summer offensive in 1942. If you're kind of new to the channel, we went for broke in a kind of an ill-advised attempt to take Moscow in a lightning strike at about turn 15. That turned a bit sour, and we then did a tactical retreat all through the fall into the winter, somehow survived the winter, and now we're trying to expand back out here in 1942, take as many Soviet troops as we can. We're terribly outnumbered still by about 1.5 million men. And then eventually we're going to have to turn and start taking some territory because there is a victory point component here. So anyway, when I left you last time, I had just gone ahead and run the air directives. Now, we're not doing any kind of active directives during the air execution phase. We're only running ground support directives, which happened during the ground combat phase, which is where we are last or at this time. Now, let's go look at the charts really quickly, and we'll look at mapmen. As you can see, this is that kind of almost 1.5 million man deficit. Now we're going up, but our reinforcements, we've just about gotten them all. We've about gotten everything out of the reserves. We've about gotten all of our reinforcements, at least for the foreseeable future. So this is about it. 4 million men under arms, almost 4.1 million. The Soviets, who lost 250,000 men last turn, they stayed relatively flat. And that's the advantage they have, and that's the difficulty as the Axis player is just the overwhelming manpower advantage that the Soviets can bring to bear. Map guns, they of course have a huge advantage there, although we've been bringing that down over the last 4 or 5 turns anyway. Map AFVs, again, we're destroying a huge number of AFVs, and they're kind of staying flat to rising. Map aircraft, we destroyed a massive number of Soviet aircraft last time, and of course they added 750 to the map. If we look at the losses, the Soviets took about 250K. That's what we need. You know, we need 150, 250, 200, 150, 250, 200, just over and over again to try to carve into that big manpower advantage. Gun losses, as you can see, we destroyed 3,300 artillery pieces, Soviet artillery pieces. He went down by about 750 or 1,000. AFV losses, we destroyed, 430, and he actually went up. Here's the aircraft. We destroyed over 1,000 last turn, and he gained 750 aircraft. So, look, I could sit here and bellyache about it. That's how it was. The Soviets just have a massive machine and can pump out men, equipment, planes, and also the Allies, of course, are pumping that in as well. So we have got to carve into that and take out as many men, guns, and AFVs as we can. All right, let's go up here to the north. Now, if we look at the weather very quickly, we can see it's pretty much all dry, although you can see some wet patches out here a little bit. So, there's going to be a little light mud. Now, the Narva line, not a whole lot to do here. I did think that I would go ahead and take this attack. I think we get about 2-to-1 odds here. And the reason is he's moved up here. He's got a 0 fort level. We're eventually going to have to fight this unit. We may as well fight it on our terms. And as you can see, we knock him back. He takes almost 2,000 casualties. We only took 251. If we can take 8 or 9 to 1, we've got to take that attack. And so we knock him back. How much good does that do? Not a whole lot. But 2,000 casualties, 2,000 casualties. Now, eventually, we're going to have to get motorized up in here to get around behind this. He continues to build strength here. We're well dug in, and for the most part, we have a lot, good divisions here, well rested and whatnot. But eventually, he's going to start attacking there, and if we don't do anything, he would eventually overrun those positions, I'm afraid. Speaking of which, let's get down near Pskov. Oh, well, we could talk about for 1 second. There's Lindemann. Gosh, it's Harpe, right? Yeah, it's Joseph Harpe. They've got all the support units they need. They're fine. Everybody's in command. All good. We've got these two smaller units over here, the Moscow Jaeger Regiment and what's called a field division. It's kind of, regiment or battalion strength. The Mindel Luftwaffe field division, they're just guarding, make sure nobody tries to come across the river there. As we get down here, they're really pressuring the Finns. The Finns have been so strong up until this point. But last time, this unit got hit pretty dang hard, and he's feeling the effects of it. So we've got to figure out some help or how to get some help here, because I'm not sure, how much longer the Finns can hold out against the Soviet hordes. Well, the first thing we're going to do is go to 23rd Corps. Um, and look, make sure we've got all of our support units. Stug, Werfer. Okay, we've got everything we need there, and we need to attack directly to the west. Let's do that. Off he go. Whoa, Michael Jackson moonwalk. 3-1 losses there. Great. Okay, he blew him out of there. He's trying to get by, and we've been doing that over and over here in the north. Is just hitting things that are trying to get or getting a little frisky out here. But I think it's time to bring in a little help, and we do have one reinforcement this time. If we look at our, I said we've got a lot more than one reinforcement. Well, we've got one division, full division coming in. If we look at our support units here. Here we go. We've got a light flak battalion. We've got some Italian security divisions. The Italians marching in their Prada boots, looking fantastic. Ready to fight. No, shoot, he went to the Soviet Union garrison. I was hoping they'd come to the map, but no such luck. Instead, we get two Italian divisions, one an infantry division, one a mountain division. Okay, we'll have to go find those 149, 212. That's not a place we're usually looking around for divisions, so we'll have to go check that out. We get a new Panzer. That's going to Western Europe, though. Map. This is the division we just saw near Berlin, the 370th Infantry. We do get a new siege mortar battery, but these are all support. Those are support units. These Italians, well, I mean, they can certainly help in the south. We need all the dang divisions we can get down there, and you can see we got a lot of Italian mountain divisions. Now, we're not fighting in the mountains anywhere, but I assume that they can fire guns even if they're not in the mountains. So that's wonderful. We need the help. Oh, 7th Flieger Division pulled out. It's gone. Too bad. It went over to Western Europe. We can't do our airdrop anymore. I know you guys will be disappointed in that. Speaking of which, I'm sorry that I'm not live streaming today. I had certainly intended to. I have got a sick little puppy, and we're going to have to take that puppy to the vet. And so that has got to be number one priority. That little hard charger is pretty much number one priority over anything. And so we gotta get her to the vet. And anyway, that's going to keep me from being able to live stream at our usual time today. I'll try to get this video up as soon as I can, but I wanted to get some content up on the channel and not just leave you guys hanging. So anyway, we'll be back tomorrow for the regular live stream, and get after it day after day again. Apologies for a few days here where I haven't been able to stream. Anyway, we got howitzers, flaks, mountain divisions, blah 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 blah. Let's go look at where these Italians are. Are they all stacked down here? Let's take this off. There's a mountain division, but that's not all of it, I don't think. Let's get on the headquarters. Are the other guys attached to the headquarters? No. Where are you, you crazy? Ah, there they are. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. I even like that yellow for the Italians. I don't know why, but that seems appropriate. Um, well, we're going to bring them right down in here, aren't we? I mean, we'll just have them help out with the Romanians, and that'll free up some more German divisions because we're going to have to start pushing towards Stalino and other places where we'll get points. Soon, soon. I mean, I don't know, Kharkov, maybe it's a long ways out there to get to Kharkov. Last train to Kharkov. Okay, back to the task at hand. I do think I'm going to take this division. Now, look, I know there's a million places I could take this, and there would be good arguments for all of them, but we haven't helped out the North at all. And I'm really, my spidey sense is tingling that are going to need some help in the North. So I'm going to bring him up here. Now, we can't get him off the train this time, even if we roll all the way into Pskov. And so I'm just going to leave him right there. That makes me want to move one of these units around and stack it with this unit. Now this unit, if let's look at defensiveness. Well, he's okay, 4 and 36. He's at 37. He's at 37. Can he get all the way here? He can. He's only a 2 or 3, but when he stacks here with the fort level, it could look better than that. Now the problem, gosh, he's just surrounded on 3 sides. You know, I say the problem. That's just the situation as it exists on the ground. Um, you know, I would have loved to have these spread out more, but I don't think we really have the ability to do that. I'm going to bring this in next turn. I'm afraid he's going to get run over, though. I'm just, he got hit really hard last time. I'm going to bring this division over here, and we'll stack there. Let's see if when we click off of there, now we'll do defensiveness. I mean, that takes him to a 43. Is that good? Well, it's better than bad. How about that? We could scoot some other things down here. We could even triple stack and put the fin there. And then move everything up a little bit. Now that would cause us to lose some fort levels, or at least lose that one. I I'm just so worried that these are 2 double stack strong forces. So I'm going to put him in there. And it's going to cause me to give up a fort level there and a fort level here, but he hasn't been pushing much down this way. I think actually maybe the best way to handle this is let's try an attack there. Okay, we did rout him. Thank goodness. All right, so that blows him out of there. And now he's still got enough movement points to move back. Let's also hit there. All right, so that scoots him back, which is good. And then when this infantry comes in next time, we'll scoot these guys back out. Oh boy, I'm tempted. I hate to give up that fort level, and I hate to get out of the light woods, but I'm not sure I have a choice. Um, I can't leave a 2-spot gap there. Not with a cavalry unit right there as well. I may have to scoot some guys up. If I'm going to lose a fort level, I think I would rather lose it down here. So let's scoot these guys up. Or, yeah, I mean, we could lose this one, right? But I've got to get somebody over here is the problem. All right, let's move him there. Let's move him there. All right, so now we've moved 18th completely around here. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then we can have this part of 18th Army, von Chapuis guys, take their positions this way. That's rough. Is that right? No, it's clear. That was not really even a fort level anyway. So let's move that there. And then I can, look, I want to expand out, but I don't think, expanding out and then losing Pskov, I don't think does us any good. He's still got movement points. We could attack in here. We've got heavy woods or we've got clear. Let's try an attack there. Okay, we destroy. Wow. Just sent that absolutely flying. 3,100 men. This looks very strong. I think I'm going to leave that alone. We could try an attack here, but it's across the river. We could also see what kind of strength he's doing there, but I think I'll just leave all of this alone. Again, I mean, they're just kind of defensive sitting up here. I like this a lot better. I feel more at ease. The only problem is he's a little weak, but at least he's in a level 2 fort. Um, Okay, so I think that's fine. And as we come around here, let's try to knock this unit back. We're now into Ninth Army. All right, we rout him. That's another 4,000 men. We're really having a lot of success with these attacks out here now. Um, he shouldn't be able to sneak there. That's into, kind of rough mountainous terrain. Nothing there. We could continue to try to scoot down. He's got 10 points left. He can get there. I think maybe we do. He can get there. Hmm. He can't get all the way over there because he's on this side of the river. As a matter of fact, I hate being on this side of the river. I'm afraid they're going to get hit really hard at some point. That's a level 3 fort. I get that. But he's starting to get a little surrounded here. I would rather move this back um, for now. Now, he may get blown out of here, but I'd like to move both of these back next time. Righty though, then. Let's see. Um, Gosh darn it. That's what happens when you move too fast. I forgot that I had just moved him down there. Is there any other place? Can he go there and he go there? No. He can go there. Can he get up there? No, he can't get into any of these damn forts. Um, Well, we're going to have to help he holds here. It's heavy woods. He's in a level 3 fort. If he can't hold there, I don't know what he's going to do. That's a 51 on the defense. Of course, it would have been quite a bit more there. Well, hell, now that I look at that, I'll just move him back over there next turn. He can't get back in there this turn. That's so weird. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Not the biggest deal in the world. Uh, we could try to hit there, I guess. Um, I keep looking at this. It's gonna drive me crazy. That's across the river, though. I'm not gonna do that. We've got double stack here. All right. We could hit, out this way. I think we're best to hit towards the east, though, and we route that out 2,300, and we really need to start moving these guys around a little bit. He can come here. This guy still has an attack left. What's this into? Lightwoods? Sure. Yeah, we don't get anything there. Kind of a stalemate. 371. He did lose 12 planes. I'll take that. Okay. Let's take. I want to blow this out and I want to knock this guy out. Maybe, start moving this way just a little bit. Um, Yeah, let's hit this first, see if we can do something with him. He routes, that's 2,000. Okay. Now we're double stacked here now. And if I take both guys and I pull in that unit that's actually sitting in Smolensk, I think we should be able, and we do. So that's another 3,600. These guys are all under Rendelik. We've looked at the support units a million times. I'm going to keep that static unit here kind of come hell or high water, and I want to keep this double stacked for now because this is his strongest force is right here, right? Let's take these two units out of 4th Army and hit that. And yeah, he got absolutely blasted out of here. He routes into our pocket. Did you see? He ran about 90 miles there. Okay, sure, we'll take it. Um, this unit for now, I think I may fall back here behind this river. They're a little exposed now. The Oster kind of, or the Oster, kind of falls back this way as well. And I think, Yeah, I can't get into the one hex I want to get into. All right, well, we'll leave that. And maybe we just stay out here. I mean, unless he blasts us back here. Um, oh, you know what? Actually, let's put him in the swamp here. Now, I give up a little bit of a fort level, but it's going to be very hard for him to get through all that. Let's hit here. All right, we knock that back. And now let's have him also fall back into the swamp on the Ulster River. Um, he can't move again, but that's okay because we'll just start to. This is going to be the start of our new line when we clear all of this stuff out. Now, it may bow out a little bit here, but this is how I'm seeing it coming out of Smolensk. Now, we also have these units from Second Army back here. The one got just absolutely obliterated by this big hulking force here. We may have to move this over, um, or we may even want to double stack there because I'd love to clear all this out while we're dealing with all this over here. I'm going to come back to this because we may need it down here, and I don't want to use it, put it over here, and then say, oh, crud. We're in big trouble somewhere over here. I don't, could be anywhere. Okay. Moving down the line here, now we did it. We got to the rail. He's got us surround, kind of coming in here, but we've got this line. We're going to get all of these guys out and around now. And so we did, that all worked out well. They haven't lost really hardly any tanks at all. We got down here. We cut all those turns ago. We talked about Uneka or Unecha. And I said, that's where I want to go. Well, we got close. We got close. But it doesn't matter. We cut the line we wanted to cut, and we cut this other one that comes off of it. So we did it. I'm going to consider it mission accomplished. Let's hope it's not George W. Bush's kind. Anyway, let's hit the here. Maybe I ask you. That's a level 2 fort. That's only a level 1 fort. Let's hit him instead. All right, we scoot him back. Um, and instead I'll hit with this motor. Now you can see the motorized could really run here potentially. We could also move this infantry in here. Now the problem we're going to have is he's going to try to fill this with troops, right? And so maybe this line has to come back even further while we're dealing with this pocket, he's going to try to fill this vacuum here. So we got to be careful, but let's go ahead and do this deliberate attack. That should blow him out of there. That's almost 4,000 men. We'll take that, certainly. And now where do I want to go with this? Maybe we just do need to keep going down the river, at least for now. Um, he could go there, or he could go, let's say, here. Where's the other infantry? Oh, we do have another infantry here. Oh, excellent. Okay, well, that helps me make up my mind. Let's go. Mm, not sure if I want to move him, actually. That's his strongest unit that he's trying to push here. Look how far this infantry can go. He's got nothing on this side of the river, which is encouraging. Um, Yeah, I'm just afraid if this is where I want the line to be, but I'm not going to have much to have back here, I don't think. Although we've got a lot of stuff coming through here. Again, that might be a decision for later, what we do with these guys. The main decision is going to be right here. How do we proceed out of here? We've got heavy woods up here to the north. We've got a major river to the south. The best way, of course, would be to go straight forward, but I think the hex to attack is that hex, certainly. We also want to blow this son of a gun out of here. Um, and let's go ahead and do that. Let's just hit this unit. Let's make sure that's how I want to do that. Yeah, let's do it with both. Wow. planes everywhere. He lost like almost 60 planes. We lost 5. He scoots back 1,300 men. So we get him back on the other side of the river. That works for me. And as we come up here, let's try to knock him back. All right, he routes. He loses 2,000 men, routes into the pocket. That's what we like to see. This is a pretty weak unit right here, and I think that's why. Well, I was holding this guy in reserve for something. That must have been it because this guy needs help. So let's get him down there, and let's get the headquarters down here a little ways. He's still got points, so let's do an attack there. And we knock him back into the pocket. He loses almost 1,500 men. Perfect. So now then, I think we also have this unit here. Now he's tried to scoot this guards unit through here a little bit, and he's got, this is the French infantry, so I don't like how that's all shaping up there. I was thinking I was going to bring him there and do it, completely surround this, but now I'd kind of like to bring it down here. Let's try and attack into this guards unit with these two and see if it works. Okay, it does. Excellent. Shattered 6,000 men. Wow. Okay. Wasn't quite expecting that. Let's actually bring the French there, and we'll bring him down here. I think that makes more sense at the moment. He could sit here. I'd actually rather him be behind the river though. This gives us every other hex, and we've got a double stack here as we try to hold him back from pushing through here. Now he's got a lot of routed units here as well. Now let's do an attack here with whatever we can. It's those 2 divisions. Nice. Okay, I was worried about that because he was trying to push with some strength, but he gets knocked out of there. That's nearly 2,000 men. And I think what I'll do is stack him with the French. This all looks good. Let's try to attack there with the single division. Okay, nobody really, not much hurt there on either side. Um, all right, let's attack in right here. Now this looks to be a really strong force. I'm not sure if it is or not, but it looks like it is. Matter of fact, let's give it a shot with these 2 divisions. Now the odds look bad, but I don't think he's nearly as strong as he's representing out here in the middle of this pot. Whoa. Okay, well he was. We lost 1,400 men there, one of our bigger losses in a while, actually. So we route that. That was a better idea. 2761, the Soviets lose there as we continue. When they route, as long as they're routing out here in the pocket, that's all good with us. Let's try this attack right here. It's into heavy woods. We don't really have the odds, but I really want to scoot this guy back. Okay, we did. We scooted him back. And now we can jump into the heavy woods, I hope. Okay, perfect. And could we attack again? We could, but I don't see any advantage to that. This is one of those units. We're trying to surround him, so I'm only trying to take obvious attacks. I wish I wouldn't have done that one. We lost about 1,400 men, but in the grand scheme of things, okay. Again, there's always going to be moves you could take back. What else do we have here? Not a whole lot that I'm seeing. I mean, I think we're set up well here. I'm sure he's going to try to attack and push through here, but we've almost got this closed down. And when we come back tomorrow, we're going to start moving panzers. And that's when the fun starts. So anyway, I'm going to go take care of my little pup, and you guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. I'm out.